On the Vicky Show.
Yes, we're here. We're here with Dash.
Yeah, I got to say it. I finally got to say my
Yes.
Vicky Show chant.
You got to say, hi, you guys. It's been a while. You know, I've been MIA. I've been, just doing me, traveling, hosting, just getting me on parties and, stuff like that. So book me, VickyGotti@yahoo.com. But it's all about Dash today. And Dash is, he's going to tell us his story about living with HIV and basically how the community, I guess, bashed you at one point. The young generation.
You can say that.
Spreading rumors.
Not so spreading rumors, just saying and speaking on something that they had no business speaking of or had no idea. It never came from my mouth when they were speaking of it. So it's like...
We're going to get to that.
All right.
Let's first get to what age was you when you think you found out like you had it? Like what age and how do you think, do you have a like clue? Was you like, just like how it happened? How do you think it happened? Did you have a mistake? Something like what happened?
It was from, I actually caught it from my first boyfriend. I'm not going to say no names. I found out when I was in 12th grade. I'm 23 now.
Mm-hmm.
I was 18 at the time. I had moved back up here. I was basically in a scene. Like, I was trying to be in the scene too much. I was trying to follow everybody I saw, all the legends and so-called leaders. I was just trying to be, I was fast.
Mm-hmm.
I was in school one day, watched a movie about HIV and AIDS, decided to go get tested because my heart just stopped pounding like, this movie is about you, this movie is about you. Went to go get tested. She was like, okay, you're positive.
What was your first thought? What was the first thing that came to your mind?
I was in denial.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't believe it until I just started seeing the hair loss. I started dropping weight. And then I remember one day I went to this group with Davina in Harlem. That's my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And we was going back to Far Rock to London House. And we was in McDonald's, Davina just talking. That she just loves to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So I just looked in her face. I was like, sis, I have HIV. She almost cried.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, no, you don't. Stop playing, sis. Don't stop playing. You don't have it. I was like, yes, I do. I've been known. I have it. She started crying. Went back to Far Rock. Told London and Kalia. They started crying. And it was like a reality check in a way, but I was still in denial.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those three people, including my Asia,
mm-hmm.
the Rockwells, they knew from day one. The first time I got tested, they knew all these years. And they never opened their mouth. And that's why I love and respect
the loyalty.
Yeah, this is why, like, we cannot speak for years. Like, me and London haven't spoken for a year, but when we did link back up, it's like, you're my brother. We're brothers. Like, no matter how long we go without talking to each other, that love is still there, and that protection that we have, and that whole loyalty, that real friendship is there. That's why I really respect and love them.
Right.
And after that, after I found out, I had moved to VA.
Mm-hmm.
Because
wait, from New York, because you kind of disappeared.
Yeah,
right?
I did disappear. For everyone was like, you disappeared. I disappeared for a year. I went to VA, and I was going to live with someone who was my gay father at the time, who I looked up to. Got to VA, and it was just very much, oh, you can't stay here at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when Brandon was my gay mother at the time. Still love her, still respect her for everything she did. Mm-hmm. She asked Lita James and BJ, can I come down? And they said yes. Welcome me with open arms. I will give them that. They've always been there too. Went down there, found a job, started working at Forever 21. BJ and Lita James took care of me. If I needed something, they had me. Them, Brandon, Lita James, and BJ, once again, outside of the Rockwells, that's a bond that cannot be broken. Mm-hmm. Me and Brandon went through something where I wasn't talking to her for like a year and some change. Me being petty. I admit when I'm wrong. I was being petty, felt some type of way about something, and was holding a grudge so bad that I needed a reality check. Where I was like, at the end of the day, Brandon took me in. Brandon, you did help me with this. So I hit home one day and I was like, I apologize for giving you so much attitude. Whatever happened in the past, we're adults now. Let's squash it. They took me in. After a year, I decided to go live with my mother.
Your real mom?
My grandmother.
And she lives in Orlando?
Yeah, she moved to Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as I got off the plane and I got my luggage, she saw me. she just bust out crying because
she thinks she didn't know.
After she saw me, she knew.
She knew. Okay.
I didn't have to tell her. Every morning I woke up, she was like, "Are you hungry? Did you eat? Are you okay?"
So at this time, you wasn't like when you found out, you didn't go take care of yourself, basically.
No, basically, I was lying to my friends, saying I was taking care of myself. I was on medicine, this and the third, but actually I wasn't. I just felt like my life was over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about to cry, but I felt like my life was over. After living with my mother for that month, I decided to come back to New York, try to do what I had.
So you didn't tell her?
No, I still haven't told her.
Okay.
Came back to New York in 2010. Came back to New York 2011. The beginning of 2011. Was staying with my godmother. My god sister was like, "Yo, D, you look like you just lose a mad weight. You used to be a little chunky boy, now you slimming down, and it's not a cute slimming down." So Davina in London one day, they was just looking at me like in shock, like London really didn't say much, and that's not him. Davina was just looking at me, shaking her head, looked like she wanted to cry. So I knew something was wrong. I went to go visit a friend in Chicago. On my way back, I passed out in Philly, lost all my luggage. The ambulance came, they kept me, then they released me. On my way back to New York, I passed out again. I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. They told me they don't know if I was going to make it. That's when Mike came to see me.
Mike Ebony, right?
Yeah, our brother.
Mm-hmm.
He came to see me. They told him that he had to put on like the whole suit, the mask, and he put on the suit, but he didn't really too much put on the mask because at the end of the day, he came in. As soon as he came in, he just hugged me. He sat there. I remember watching him sit there as I just lay there with the IVs and tube in my nose, and the doctors like, "We don't know if you're gonna make it." They called my mother and was like, they don't know if I was gonna be alive for another week, let alone month. So that's when, once I heard that, it was like, it's not my time to go. I feel like the person I have a very strong personality. So it's like I have to make it because there's people out there that was once where I was that need the help, that need someone who's my age, who's young, that's gonna say, yes, I have it and I don't care. Yes, I have it, but I'm still doing this. Yes, I have it, but I'm still educated and I'm still having a job and I'm still living life.
No, we're gonna come right back. We're gonna take a breather.